Hey you guys, yeah, this channel is about me sharing myself in the same way that people do in 12-step meetings. If you want to know about why I ended up there, you can read my book or go to a few months back to the video I made about my 10-year Vicodin addiction. Someone had asked me what I was doing in 12-step meetings. I did learn to share in the 12-step meetings. I do not believe in their philosophy that people are powerless. We are very powerful. And addicts are very powerful. They choose every drug they take, every drink they take, how to hide it, where to get the money. They're very powerful and they're conscious and they know what they're doing. Um, I also don't, while I believe in God, you do not need God to be sober. Um, you do not. And also, I don't like that they just focus on what's wrong with you, the list of character defects. There's never a list of what's right with you. In fact, I led a meeting once where I suggested we all give at least 3 things we like about ourselves, and I was able to do that. And then two other people did 1 or 2 things. Nobody else was able to do it. They're all ashamed of themselves. They all think there's something wrong with them. They're all used to thinking about their character defects. There's something wrong with them. They label themselves as alcoholics or addicts, which is a label. I remember going to a closed Narcotics Anonymous meeting saying I was really struggling with these labels. And I said, my name is Shahrzad and I'm not an addict. Because I'm not addicted to anything. I'm not taking any drugs, so I'm not an addict. They asked me to never come back, and lovingly, and I never did. That was it. That was 9 years ago, 10 years ago, something like that. 8 years ago, 2012. Anyway, a key concept about sharing in the 12-step meetings is that there is no crosstalk. That's a rule. What that means is that when someone is sharing, first of all, you're not allowed to interrupt. You're not allowed to give them advice, even after the meeting. And if you're the next person sharing, you cannot bounce off that person, which is unlike the comments where people feel like they can just say whatever they want. But in a sharing situation, there is no crosstalk in the 12-step meetings. Someone shares. When they're done, thank you for letting me share. Then the next person shares on whatever they want to talk about. Or if they want to go on that person's concept, I mean, they could talk about the same thing, but they cannot give advice or judge or say they liked it or anything at all. It's a clean space. In personal discussions and sharing, it's really best practice to listen or to ask for clarification. Can you tell me more about that? How did that feel? So on. Someone left a comment about, has a real man approached me? Yes, they have. It's pretty rare. In fact, if you go back to October, I made a video about this guy I fell for. And one of the reasons I really liked him is because he asked me out in real life. He was a waiter at a restaurant. I won't say where. And at the end, when he brought us the bill, he said he recognized me off my Twitter. I was so happy that a man recognized me from real life or asked me out in real life. And he was hot. I really liked this guy. I will say that I know men who have approached and met their current wives or girlfriends in real life. It does happen. I have a young, much younger, hot Ukrainian friend who met her husband in real life and all the men she ever dated in real life. But it's more common in the Ukraine and in Colombia, where she spent a lot of time. She says here in San Diego, men never ask her out. They just don't. Although she did meet her husband here in real life. I have many friends in their 20s, beautiful young women. No one ever asks them out in real life. They don't. Unless they're working together, then that happens if they're working together. That's the only time. Not in church, not at the gym. I know a woman who met her boyfriend because she initiated. I want the guy to initiate. Anyway, I think it's just a change in the world. Men are, I think it's the Me Too movement. I think because more people are online, people have become less comfortable with social skills, introducing themselves, asking someone out, unless they're drunk, maybe at a bar. I don't know. It just would be really nice. There are men who teach men to approach women in real life. One of them is the YouTuber Natural Lifestyles with James Marshall. Natural Lifestyles. He teaches that. And he's somewhere in Europe. And you can see the men have so much trouble. Guys, you're going to feel rejected. That's life. You're just going to have to deal with it if you want to meet a woman. You're just going to have to start asking women out. You know? And I think it's our responsibility as women to be gracious about it and to thank you for asking us out. Be like, thank you so much for asking me out. I know that took a lot of courage. And again, to not take it personally if she says no, because men are not beauty objects. Women are beauty objects. So you guys should be able to find a lot of women you could ask out. Men are not beauty objects. We like you because we get to know you and like you. So it's pretty rare for me to see a guy that's super hot. What am I going to do? Go up to him and go like, you're hot. I don't want to be the pursuer. I don't want to be the male energy, the dominant one. Sometimes men come to me in my escort appointments because, like, I had somebody recently say, I like you to take charge. I like older women because they know what they want. And in his mind, knows what she wants means she knows exactly how she's going to suck my dick. I'm guessing. I don't know if that's what he thought. She knows exactly how she's going to ride my cock. I don't have to guess. I can just receive. And while it's nice sometimes for a woman to take charge and play with her energies and for the man to receive, a feminine woman is usually going to want to be in her feminine energy of surrender and receiving. So when he said, I like a mature woman because she knows what she wants, I said, well, what I want is to surrender to you. I want you to lead. I want you to dominate. I want to surrender to you. And I laughed because I told him what I want, but it wasn't what he thought I would want. And so I'm really big into masculine and feminine energy. I really, because I consider myself a very feminine woman with a lot of well-developed masculine energy. So I need a man who's more masculine than me. This is it, you guys. I can't date a man that I have to pursue because he's afraid to talk to me, or because he's not interested enough in me to even start a conversation. That's a test for me that a man is interested enough for me to even consider him, is that he approaches me. Even though he's fucking nervous, he's interested enough and courageous enough to approach me. That's the first test I need from the guy. And then me saying yes to a date because I'm so choosy, that signals my interest in him. But if I were to ask a guy out, now I'm the pursuer and he's, I have to plan the date. I got to lead, I don't want to lead. That's the masculine energy. I want to just enjoy what you're leading. I think that addresses all the comments. Thanks you guys for watching my video. I'm going to meditate now. I do TM. Oh, my cute little bikini. I do TM, and then tonight I'm taking some people out to dinner for a celebration. It's a family thing. Again, I can't talk about my family on this because one of the things about sharing is has to be a safe space and there have to be boundaries. It has to be a container, and YouTube isn't a container. It's just all over the internet, and I'm not going to share my personal life or the people that are close to me, or clients or friends, uh, you know, on the open web. That would be uh, that would be in bad taste, and it wouldn't be honorable. I do talk about my ex-husband, but only in the terms of the things that I'm grappling with. And I used to do it a lot more. I used to do it a lot more because I was still so angry with him. I try not to. I really shouldn't be talking about him. I talk about him only in terms of like what I've learned from my marriage, or what you can learn from my marriage, or things that I'm grappling with. And I have really mixed feelings about my marriage. I'll be honest. I have a friend who just broke up with someone, and she said the last year of her life with this person, it was the best year of her life because there was so much joy in it. I can't say that about my marriage. I would say my whole marriage it was unsatisfying the whole freaking time. It was. So I have to look at why did I stay? And that's why I made that video, what I learned from it. And someone's like, it's all about you, isn't it? Me, 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 me. Well, yeah, this is what I learned. This is what I learned. This is what I learned. I learned this, and I learned this, and I learned this. Ah, people are funny. Thanks for watching my video.